West Africa benefits from the world's taste for chocolate, accounting for nearly 3/4 of all cocoa production. Millions of people are employed by the sector or indirectly rely on cocoa farming to make a living. Analysts are projecting that this season, cocoa production is likely to surpass more than 2.8 million tons during a year-long period that began in October 2012. VOA's Paul Ndiho has more.
The West African nations of Ivory Coast and Ghana are the two leading cocoa producers in the world, followed by other producers including Nigeria and Cameroon. The majority of the cocoa produced in the region is grown by small-scale farmers who are located in remote areas. Cocoa farmer Eugene Kofi Anzoa works in his field in the Brofondome region of Ivory Coast, picking cocoa pods and drying and cleaning the beans in the name of quality.
A week after drying, we proceed to marketing our produce to buyers. If there is a cooperative, we deliver the goods to this which carries it to the port.
Cocoa is a delicate and sensitive crop, and farmers must protect the trees from the wind and the sun. They must also fertilize the soil and stay alert for signs of distress, including attacks from pests and diseases. Paul Mensah, secretary of a local cocoa farmers association in Ghana, says the government has not done enough to help the farmers.
The yield for this year have gone down due to lack of spraying materials. The amount we got this year have decreased totally. We are suffering. Pests are spoiling our cocoa. I suggest that the government must supply us more chemicals. The price that the government giving us is very, very low. It's $2 to kilo. And we, the farmers, suggest that he must buy it at $5.
The World Cocoa Foundation, a Washington, D.C.-based international organization committed to ensuring cocoa sustainability through agriculture, environment, and social development, is working with cocoa farmers to address some of these challenges. Bill Guyton, president at WCF, says his foundation is empowering the communities by training farmers, enhancing education, investing in families, and improving community health and welfare.
We were formed in 2000 to help improve cocoa sustainability in all 3 cocoa regions of the world. But because of the importance of West Africa, a lot of our programs focus on that region. The program is to reach over 200,000 cocoa farmers over the next few years with the intent of doubling incomes.
Ivory Coast and Ghana have introduced stricter standards that require farmers in the cocoa sector to reform. The reforms are aimed at improving farmers' incomes and encouraging reinvestment in the aging plantations. The standards will also push farmers to develop better drying and fermentation practices. However, Ivorian farmers fear that corruption threatens to undermine the process this year as the country bounces back from a decade of economic decline caused by political instability and post-election violence. On the flip side, the tide seems to be favoring Ghana, which has had a steady economic growth and some semblance of peace and stability. Mr. Guyton just returned from West Africa visiting some of the projects. He says improved access to inputs like fertilizers and improved planting material can help stimulate the production on the farms.
I was encouraged to see what was actually happening on the ground with our programs. The Cocoa Livelihoods program, for example, is helping to bring about new technologies to help reduce the cost of farmer training and improve the impact on productivity and yield.
Most of the cocoa produced in West Africa is exported in raw form to Europe, the United States, and other emerging markets like India and China. Today, people around the world are enjoying different forms of chocolate, and the industry is employing hundreds of thousands of people. But critics say the chocolate industry has done little to help the farmers, and sometimes these farmers don't even know how chocolate tastes. Paul Ndiho, VOA News.